Hey guys, it's fakearoha here. I know it's been a while since I did my last video, but I just haven't been, I haven't been motivated to film, even though like I've gotten a lot of stuff. Well, that and then it's kind of overwhelming because I did get a lot of stuff admittedly this month. But I feel like if I'm gonna start anywhere, I should start with my ults having a comeback, you know? That makes sense, right? So yeah, so I did purchase Red Velvet's new mini album, the Reve Festival Day 1. I have the normals, and then the limiteds I'm going to take out later because I have all of them and they take up a lot of space. But first, I'd like to talk about the album itself. So, starting with the title track, Zimzalabim. I know that a lot of people have different opinions on the song, whether good or bad. And it is just that kind of song that's really polarizing. It's one of like their experimental songs, but like Red Velvet has always been like super experimental in their music and stuff. And I don't know, they were doing a carnival concept. I didn't think of it as anything like I don't think they would stay safe musically with that kind of concept, so I was kind of expecting something weird to begin with. Plus the teaser pics kind of gave me the idea that, yeah, we're gonna get something a bit weird here. But I think overall, I do really enjoy the song. It took a couple listens for me to really get into it, honestly. I was really confused about it at first, I guess. Like, I wasn't sure how to feel about it. Like, I didn't feel negative. I felt, like, more positive about it, but, like, I was still, like, I don't know. But, like, after a couple more listens, I really do enjoy the song for what it is. And I think that a lot of people that have really like negative opinions about the song are just kind of overdoing it, honestly. It's fine to dislike the song. It doesn't affect me in any way, but like it's been really stressful. And it shouldn't be. It's supposed to be fun to have your group come back and give you more music and more stages to enjoy and stuff, but it is what it is, I guess. And then for the B-side, so we'll start with Sunny Side Up. I do really like the song. I think it's one of the more like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, they've never done reggae before either, like nothing like straight reggae like that. And it does definitely have a more velvety tone to it. It's definitely in like more Velvet than Red, obviously, and the lyrics themselves are very like sad, depressing, like I don't know, it's a downer song. And I know a lot of people wanted it to be the title track, but for that reason, and then the reason, well, it's just a personal opinion of mine. All of this is personal opinion, but like it just doesn't have the same sort of factor that Zimzalabim has. Whether you like the song or not, there is that kind of title track factor that song has that Sunny Side Up doesn't really have. So I don't think it would do as well as in Korea. Of course the international fans will support them, and like Rebel Loves There will support them, but like I don't know if it would have gotten as many wins as Zimzalabim has. But then again, yeah, it's not all about the wins, but at the same time, RBB didn't do super hot in Korea. That's their only song, OT5, OT5 era that hasn't gotten any music show wins. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I don't know. Like I don't hate the song. I really don't. I know it sounds like I do, but I don't. I think it's a really good song. It's not my favorite off the album, to be honest, but it's still a really good song in its own way, and it's really nice. And then I think Milkshake was next, right? Yeah, Milkshake. Alright, so Milkshake is honestly that bitch. I love that song. It's like the audio version of like comfort food. I don't know, like I feel really warm and like comfortable and just super like into it whenever I hear it. It's so like sassy and like sexy, and whenever the pre-chorus starts, it's just that's my favorite part, the pre-chorus. And I like the weird like distorted voice. It kind of gives a little tiny bit Reve flavor vibes. I love it. It's just it's kind of like a second cousin removed of like Lucky Girl to me. Like it kind of has that same kind of like jazzy kind of vibe, even though it's not like super jazzy. It's more like chill but also happy at the same time. It's just one of my favorites. It's still one of my favorites off the album. I think it's fantastic. It suits them really well, and oh my god, I love that song so much. I'm so happy that that was released because it's a fantastic song. And then we go on to Bing Bing, which along with LP I think is a song, like a sound that we haven't heard from them before. It's more of like guitar, groovy, bass focused, kind of night driving kind of stuff. That's what it is to me, at least. Like, I could just listen to that song just driving around at night in the city and be like, just chilling, having a good time. And like the guitar and bass player, I don't know if it's actual instruments, but like that, they like whoever did it, if it's machine or what, like they did an amazing job. I think it's really interesting. The chorus is a bit empty, but like after a while I got used to it and it like became my favorite song for a while. Like I always have favorites on Red Velvet albums and they switch all the time. It was the same thing with Summer Magic and Red Summer. Well, it's the same with every album that we release because I'll have like favorites and I'll change them and I'll be obsessed with different songs, and I won't have a solid top 3 because it'll always change. It's funny. It's hilarious to me. I'd also like to mention, I would like to give a special shout out to Wendy's high note during the bridge. Oh my god. Girl. I was shook when I heard it at first. I was like, damn, she went off. Oh my god. Oh my god. This song is fun. I love it. And then I think LP's the last one, I believe, right? Oh no, Parade. Oh my god. How could I forget Parade? Okay, so Parade, I love it. I love it. It's such a summer song. It just gives me like it just has that summer vibe. It just captures like the essence of summer and like what people think of when they think of summer, like audio wise. At least to me, it's just so happy. You have like Reve, which is the robot that is basically the mascot for this comeback and for the Red Mare concert, like in the background making noise. You have like bell rings and it's just super preppy and super happy and just and it's kind of ironic because the title is Goodbye Summer in like Korean, I believe. So it's like but it's so like melancholy, but at the same time it's just so happy. It kind of reminds me of something that could have been on Red, to be honest. I love that song. Again, like one of my favorites that I've cycled through a lot, and it's just a fun song and I love it. It deserves so much more praise than it has gotten because it's such a fun song. I love it so much. Oh, notifications. And then we get to LP, which is, like I said before, with Bing Bing, or yeah, Bing Bing. I don't want to say the Korean title because I'm probably gonna screw it up, but the 친구가 아니야. But LP, I really love it. I know I said like in my comment in the audio version, because I like a lot of people stayed up for the release of the MV and then the whole album itself, and then I stayed up even longer for like the Superstar SM event that was happening, and yeah, that was a whole other thing. That was a whole other mess, but it was just a lot of fun. Like I was there, going off track, but like it's just I was there at 4 a.m. and they had the countdown going and they had a live chat for the thing, and I was like, okay, alright, alright, I see what you're doing. And then like them be dropped and all that stuff, and I was like watching it over and over again. Yeah, it was fun. I was the only one that was awake and that cared, but it was still fun. I haven't done that for them in a while. Like, I think the last time I did that was for like Peekaboo, I think. Yeah, I think it was Peekaboo, because yeah, I don't know, I sometimes do that because I have a really screwed up sleep schedule, so I'm able to do it. And like, I was just hyped up for this comeback as it is, so yeah, why wouldn't I? Okay, so back to what we were discussing before with LP. I love it. I love it. I love that they did like this Bossa Nova inspired K-pop song, because it's something they've never done before. And it fits in with the Velvet sort of sound very, very well. And then it also ties into the story with the elevator, because if you do listen to the end of the song, it has like, it kind of like turns really creepy, and then like you hear the elevator stop sound, you know, that, and it's like, yeah, so we're in Zinzalin land, or Red Velvet land, or Reve Festival. It just ties into the story, and I love it. Ugh, it's such a chill song. It's one of my favorites. Like, I say that with everything, but it is one of my favorite songs on the album. Oh, I love it. Again, I think this album, like a lot of their others, is really solid. Like, even if you don't like the title track, you'll find something good on like the B-sides at the very least. So they're like, the people that are saying that they're declining, it's not true. Like, RBB, even if you hate the title track, Mini was solid as hell. That Mini album is my favorite album that they've ever released. Rookie being second, and then this one being third right now. So like, I'm having a fun time. I'm enjoying their music. I think that they're doing fantastic work. I think that the sound really reflects how they're growing as artists, and the change, and it's amazing. And even though they don't produce their own things, well, Yeti she knows how to produce stuff, but she's still like produce and like write stuff, but she's still like learning, and SM is very strict on like idols producing their stuff or whatever. At least that's what I heard. Like, I don't know, people are kind of weird with like what is actual improvement and what isn't, I guess. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can write and produce your own stuff and it could still be really bad. It doesn't mean that you're special or anything. I mean, yeah, like, it's impressive, but it doesn't mean like your music's gonna be great. Anyway, so like I mentioned before, I did get all of the versions of this because I'm crazy. I also have 2 Kino versions on the way because I am also crazy in the sense with photo cards, so I just did decide to collect the Kino cards for this. I'm not gonna do like unboxing, but like I'll just do like a quick flip through, and then I'll show the descriptions of the title tracks, because I've seen a lot of unboxings, but I haven't seen many people like show this, because this is all in English. And there's Korean, and then there's English. Here are the descriptions for the songs. Dubbing is the condition that marks the start of the Reve Festival. Do you follow along? The endless rhythmical drum rolls and cool, refreshing synthetic melodies will take you on a journey you never have experienced before. Shout it out as you think about the wishes dwelling deep inside of you. Zinza beam. Caution. It might be hard to control the growing excitement, but it says arrowing, but I'm thinking they mean growing. But it's okay. Like the yolk of a sunny-side-up egg, a burning yellow sun will rise. First, put this reggae hip-hop beat on this bass line and watch the addicting hook of the song fried to perfection on top. But be aware, if the heat isn't controlled well, you will lose all the excitement or it'll be overcooked. Caution. Be careful not to burn yourself when you fall too deep into the song. I mean, they're right, you know. It's a pretty depressing song. Sloggy with pigtails gives me life. And then milkshake. If it is still 2% not enough, add in a cup of old school hip hop, soul music, and mix it all in. Groovy, yet funky. Shake it up to fit your taste. Your hard, frozen heart will melt in no time, and you will be met with a whirlwind of sweet and tangy experience. Caution. It may become an addictive obsession. Milkshakes are delicious, so they're not wrong with that. Oh. It's probably one of my favorite pictures of Wendy and Yudi. Oh my god. Then we have Bing Bing or Chingu Anya. You will hear the sounds of Red Velvet's bouncy vocals soar above the rhythmical bass groove and energetic guitar sound. When your head starts ringing in circles from all the overwhelming emotions, come find us. Well, that was basically the caution in there, so yeah, you might get a bit dizzy. Oh my god. Jesus, Wendy. I love her with her short hair too. Like, she looks great. Same with Sulgi. Like, they let her perform with like the Cleopatra hair like pretty recently, and she looked amazing. So it's doing us a disservice not having Sulgi with short hair. And then when the sun shines at the highest, the dazzling summer parade begins. Tie your hair up high and tighten those shoelaces as the electronic brass and bicycle bell sounds ring in your ears. If they do, look up from afar and run with joy through the wind until you see a breathtaking, beautiful green scenery take up your entire view. Caution, your cheeks may blush and turn a rosy red. I mean, from like running or sunburn. You will experience Red Velvet's warm analog feelings. As you turn on the old LP record player, the bossa nova and jazzy rhythm, like fantasy and reality, will blend seamlessly in your ears. Like a heartbeat, the 808 bass drops from deep within, while above, a beautiful summer beach appears, with your lover, who waltz across the endless white sand. Caution! Do not be alarmed if your fantasies melt away, as a new, hotter fantasy will soon come about. Again, having to deal with dreams. Interesting. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure. Like, the credits don't really have much to them, I don't think. Yeah. Credits. Basically it. But yeah, that was fun, like, little descriptions of things. And it kind of gave us hints into, like, what the concept is. And possibly the next concept of day 2. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. And I'm glad that it was in English as well, because, I don't know, like, it's nice. Even though not a lot of people pay attention to it, I think it's really nice to have that in there. I think overall this is a really, really strong album, and I'm super happy that they released this, and I can't wait for day 2. Only thing that I dislike is the styling in the photo book at the very least. Like, the styling on stage has been okay to, like, decent, but like the photo book stuff, listen, I was having a fit with these teasers that they released. I get it, you're trying to be quirky and weird and stuff, but there's just, it's just too much sometimes. And it's funny because this is the, it's not focusing, but this is the Red Flavor, Peekaboo, and Bad Boy stylist that did this. The Power Up RBB Sappy stylist is a completely different person. So like, it's really weird because I know a lot of people were expecting a lot from this stylist when SM announced that she was going to be styling for this era, but like kind of mad because I think Summer Magic is an underrated era for them with styling, because I think that era was super cute. I think they were styled fantastically. I think Sappy was a really great era as well, and I also did enjoy RBB for what it was, because RBB like was creepy Halloween, but also like an homage to like 80s horror, like Michael Jackson's Thriller music video and all that stuff. So that's why there was like leopard print, and like Sylvie's hair was slicked back, and it was kind of 80s inspired with some of the outfits. But I did enjoy what it is. So I don't know what I'll show next. I think I'll just show my polls. Well, no, I'll show my other albums as well. Hold on, I will be right back. So here's Wendy's version. Her cover is one of my favorites out of them all. And then here's the spine as well. It's kind of similar, it's like packaging wise and like it's kind of similar to Summer Magic in the sense like packaging and that it's a slipcase and a member version, but like you can't really, there isn't like a way to decorate your album or use it as like, I don't know. I guess decorating your album is a good way of saying it, or how to describe the Summer Magic album. This just comes with like a ticket, glasses that are like this, like what they're wearing, but like 3D and are kind of like cardboard and can either fit your face or not, like there's no in between. And then there's like, did I say the balloon? Reve balloon, and then there's like a little ticket that you get in each version of the album. So, like I said before, I did get all of them. So here's Wendy's ticket. And then it says Holiday. I do like the color scheme they chose for these two. It's really nice. And like the shade of blue. And then if you go to the back, it's just the curtain. I mean, then this reminds me of like the ice cream cake version of Happiness, like embossed on the side and have like this glow to them. Just cute. And then for the spines, if you collect all of them, it'll say Red Velvet. But the weird thing about this release is that instead of Sugi having like this section, it's Wendy. So it would be Irene, Wendy, Sugi, Joy, and Yeti to make the full Red Velvet Day 1 logo thing, which is kind of weird. I wonder if it's because Wendy might have something more to do with the story in Day 2, but who really knows? Only SM does. And this is what the slipcover looks like without the album in it. Stickers on there already. I'll just do like a quick thing, I guess. So yeah, here's the magic box with all the items in it. And then the disc, which is obviously the member's color, so Wendy's blue. And just the ad. Photo book is also like different, has different pictures in it. Like the lyrics are in 3D, which is super cool actually. It's a very interesting way of doing it, but like it's kind of hard to see out of them, especially if your face can't fit into them, the glasses. We have Yetis as well, which is like my other favorite cover. I think I'll line them up, why not? Alright, we have Wendy's here, and then Yeti's, then Yeti's ticket, and it says Oompa Oompa, which I'm assuming might be a part of one of the songs that it's on, or one of the songs that's on Day 2. See? Yeah, it, and then Day 1, and then Sugi's Bell, or Ve. Vacation. Okay, back to normal. So we have Irene's as well. Red, and then you can see that's damaged. That's one of the reasons why it's hard to take out, because the slipcase is also damaged, so it's like a challenge to pull this one out for whatever reason. And then, oh yeah, her ticket as well. For Irene, it says Day 2. It's also damaged, but like I don't have the same problems that I have with her version, like Irene's. Same cover, but this cover is so pretty though. I love the attention to detail and them adding like different eras of like Red Velvet in here. So you have like Rookie, the Happiness Jungle with the One of These Nights boat, the like Bad Boy Dry Ice kind of concept, the red flavor, and then Power Up, Dum Dum, the Peekaboo House, RBB, Wolf Head. I don't know if there's one for Be Natural, because there's ice cream cake there, but or like Be Natural or Automatic. I don't know. I need to look at that thread again on Twitter. So we have. I just realized I forgot to show Joy's ticket, so here's the front of hers. And then hers says something unforgettable. So it looks like all together. And then here are my pulls. So for the normal one, I pulled Irene's photo card. And for the normal ones, they're all yellow on the back. It's just a signature that's different. And then for the standee, I pulled Joy's. And like I said before, I am collecting like basically everything from this album. So yeah, I have almost everything from the normal version. I'm just missing like one standee now, which is Yeti's. And yeah, I don't pull Irene that much in my album, so like I was pretty glad to pull her card, and same with Joy. So like, you know what? It's fine. I'm fine with it. I've got no problem. I'm happy about it. And then for the limited, for Irene's version, I pulled Wendy's Faraway card. Her in the like attendance outfit. Of course I pulled Wendy because she loves me a lot. She's like, I think now like she's my most pulled member from this, at least because of this era. So yeah, I pulled her other limited card in the Silky version. Same message here. And then I'll show you Irene's as well. And then for the Wendy version, I pulled this version of Yeti's card, which is so cute. I love her with her AirPods. Oh, a cute little face. Her and Irene have like dirt cards for this set, and it's amazing. I love it so much. And then for Joy, I pulled, well, Joy. This is my favorite of the limited cards, so that was awesome. And then for Yeti, I pulled Silky, which is funny because they're like my top two in Red Velvet. And then the message. This is my favorite limited card for Silky too. So I'm super glad that I was able to pull like 5 different cards from this set. I was hoping for 5 different cards. It didn't matter like who like I pulled twice, or if I got or if I got different numbers. I'm just glad that I got different numbers for this set. And then for like where I'm at now, technically, like I said before, I'm almost done with the normal set. And I need 3 more limited cards, so I need 1 more Silky, 1 more Joy, and 1 more Yeti card. And then I'll be done with like album cards. Kino cards is a whole other ball game because, like I said before, I did buy 2 of the cards already, and then I have like 2 Kino albums coming that are sealed, so I don't know how I'm gonna pull for that. And then I do need to get 1 more, but I'm kind of waiting on it because I'm trying to see if the seller's gonna sell the Kino albums with photo cards already like picked out and stuff. And I'll just buy it that way, but I don't know. Anyway, well, this was my like pretty big ranty video about Red Velvet's comeback. I guess what I'll leave it on is Extreme Zimzala Beam. Support Red Velvet, love Red Velvet. I'm so proud of them. I can't wait for day 2. I just hope they're getting enough rest. I just can't wait for day 2. So, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and have a nice rest of your week. And tell me what you think about Red Velvet's comeback. Okay, thank you. Bye.